Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Team Property versus HellRaisers. This is map number 2. It's Inferno. Property, bit of a comeback there at the end. Didn't quite break into the double digits. Ended with 9, but we're looking better. And now they're going to start on the CT side here of Inferno. Into the pistol round. 4 armors for Property, 4 for HellRaisers. So let's see what happens.
I mean, considering they were like 13-3 behind, I think, on Cobblestone, they did a pretty good job at like pulling it back, as you say, but just not quite good enough. So now, on HellRaiser's choice of map, they do get the CT side, which is going to be beneficial for them, of course. But I feel like this pistol round is super important because we've already talked about this before, Joey. Like, Property aren't a fantastic CT side from what we've seen. They typically do better on T side, and this is such a CT-sided map that if they don't get a good start on the CT side, like this could get really, really scary, like incredibly fast for them.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. It could get pretty ugly pretty quick, but at least for now, they've got a slow round on their hands. So at this point, I think CTs are feeling pretty good, right? There's not going to be a 5-man rush anywhere. The USP bullets, 1 to the face, could do their job at these ranges. And really, Benji's in the best spot right now to just shut down this strat in its entirety. If he kills those 2 lurkers, Kaboom already getting a player very low, but Benji will fail to get anything done. So 2 players sticking over towards B as they realize that's where the main offensive is. And this is looking pretty good for the HellRaisers right now.
Yeah, the CTs are pretty much just being starved out of position. Dozio and Adren both get themselves kills. Damas now coming through Banana as a bomb's been planted. Angel with just 1 HP will be picked off as expected. But that really is just the first hurdle, and there's plenty more to go through if Property want to secure themselves this first round. No defuse kit, no flashes, no smokes, nothing to go through. It's going to have to be raw retaking power. I don't fancy their chances here. I've got to say, they're pretty much going to go down in the next few seconds more than likely. They're just waiting potentially like for a couple of X6 to try and push on the site. The fact they trade 1-for-1 makes their chances that much less, and this will be the first round going to HellRaisers.
So because, as you mentioned, Benji was like in a good spot, like spotting Arch, but HellRaisers took control of top banana, top mid, no problem push. The A players knew a completely passive setup while also giving up like car control. And because HellRaisers put a little bit of pressure at top banana while they had Adrian and Kutcher up by Arch just waiting for that to happen, Benji decided to rotate, and as soon as they heard a couple footsteps, they peeked out and crushed him. Basically gave him no chance, and so they played right into his hand, just as Vince mentioned, just started him out of position.
All right, so coming into this one, HellRaisers looking to survive the force up here from Team Property. Benji already is going to fall. That's 2 kills from the Tech-9 over in Banana. So a nice 1,200 and potential for more there from Angel. Only brought down to 44 HP, 5 on 3. And at this point, Property, you'd think they would almost be saying, all right, let's try to save, but they're all kind of spread out and still forced to really play positions. It's a bit awkward since HellRaisers hadn't moved forward and just planted a bomb in a site.
Yeah, that's exactly it, because like, where do you rotate to? The CTs aren't entirely sure like where the terrorists are, so to try and save those weapons, I think they're probably just more likely going to go for the frags. Now that Downey realizes that the bomb is going to be planted on A, maybe he can try and save this, but I feel like he's been spotted with 15 HP left from Angel, who's coming in. Like, he can sense the blood in the water. He wants this frag, wants to keep that 5-7 out of the hands of the CTs going forward. But he's going to get picked off. And that could be a MAC-10 coming through into the next round. They know exactly where he is. They're coming from every angle. Down to 4 HP. Somehow Downey is still alive. The grenade narrowly misses him. Dodging bullets, dodging grenades. But there is Kutcher. 2-0 now.
Timing is everything, huh? But yeah, they were losing members on the CT side, and couldn't really save because both sides were being taken, or both sides had players standing up there just waiting for someone to peek. But I think their best option for sure would be to at least go stack a site, so that if it was the case that wasn't the site that HellRaisers went to, they could save, and if it was, then they'd have a much better chance of winning the round.
So here we can see the CT set up 4 stacking towards, well, really 3 towards A site proper with balcony, pit, and graveyard with the 4th man. That's Benji supporting over on Arch, just to make sure they would know. HellRaisers walked up and happened to just go through Arch to CT. And HellRaisers, doing what most teams will do, just working in towards the B site. And meanwhile, they're leaving that 1 lurker onto the Arch side of A. That's Doja in this case. And Angel, once again, with that MAC-10, will start things off. Bit of a gap there in that smoke, but Benji, just with the USP and no armor, can't really capitalize on that one. And there's something about the unarmored headshots, man. That blood spray, it really gets you going. It's like a cup of coffee in the morning.
I mean, you don't get to buy the deagle. Like, if you buy the deagle on the pistol, it's not really as nice as hitting someone who has armor. Same with the AK, I feel like.
Yeah, that's true.
I feel like I should be scared by Joey. Like, the idea of a headshot with blood gets him going. I never want to meet you, bro.
Sorry, are you
No,
not a Counter-Strike? Hey, Launders is still alive. We've shared 2 hotel rooms. I'm not a psychopath.
That's what they all say, mate.
At least that's what I've written on my arm in permanent marker.
I probably have like the chip implanted in my brain or something.
You're good. That's Kevin that has that problem.
Kevin, our robot observer. But here we are moving into the first rifle round of the half. I think there was a force-up that didn't go so hot for property. Now are going up against 5 AKs with no hand armor. The only difference is they might take a little bit more nade damage or wall bang damage. If they were to get wall banged in the head, something to maybe think about, but probably not that big of a deal. Would definitely rather have a nade over head armor for sure, I think. And that's resulted in, I think, the extra smokes and flashes that we do see now.
Could be essential for the CTs, but they have lost the first player. Kaboom went peeking down Banana, trying to catch them in transition, maybe. But instead, is going to force the CTs that little bit more thin. You can see here, obviously, the terrorists don't know this from our bird's eye view of the map, but there's only one CT currently on the B side. That's going to be Downey, but it seems the terrorists aren't too interested in this just yet. They're going to wait for the smoke to clear. The issue now for property is they have no smokes to lock off B site, so at some point they are going to have to go down and try and get these frags. Otherwise, the terrorists will just burst through onto the B.
Yeah, huge mistake. They're using all of their smokes on A.
Yeah, here comes that set execute over towards the B bomb site right now. Oh, nice little pop flash through, but that only allows Downey to get one. And look at Doja already prepared and nice. The camera pan to the other site, but it does show us the CTs are already setting up just to go ahead and save as HellRaisers. Getting the bomb down with about 22 seconds on the clock there. Doja pushing even through his own smoke. He wants some blood.
Metuz, I'd like your opinion on this, but at Banana, or at B in general, I feel like there were so many things that were done wrong there. Like, first of all, Kaboom pushing up by himself with no flash, taking a duel while he had no one to trade or flash for him to fall off, and then falling back, and then having Downey play in CT as the only man at B, and then flashing through a smoke and dying, as opposed to maybe staying alive, and then using all their smokes at mid instead of Banana when they only have one person there.
Yeah, it was kind of like a comedy of errors, honestly, from the CTs, and it's one of the main reasons. I mean, Benji, in fairness, did do a pretty good job of holding onto the M4 and taking down multiple players, but I completely agree with you. If you've got limited smokes to start off with, I think the priority probably should be B, because then you have a higher chance of holding it off with one player rather than on A, because with A, you should have crossfires down, and we can see they stack 3 players A anyway, so it seems kind of a waste of smokes, honestly.
Yeah.
I'd like to point out that a drawing has been requested, and I will be drawing at halftime. So we've got that to look forward to. What Property can't really look forward to is the fact that their CT side has started off quite abysmally. That what you were kind of foreshadowing, Metuz, earlier on, saying if they get off to a bad start, this could just be, an absolute blowout. Property are going to come out of this, looking like Guidos. Thank you. Yes, that was so good.
I was not expecting that. You caught me.
I'm done.
They called it Brown Guido before.
I could see that, actually. Oh, that's good. So, Property do find a kill. The unarmored AK here from Dumas does actually... Or did he get a kill with his P250? He's picked up the AK from Doja. That seems more probable and actually possible.
They do have decent enough angles from Property, but they go peeking again. They do get the frag, and that's going to force Kutri. He completely tunnels in on the frag onto what was Downey, and that allowed the CTs to get the crossfire in, and now Mo chimes in as well. But has damage been done for the terrorists? They're both tagged, although Adren's only down to 7. Bomb's been planted, however, and this is going to be rough for the terrorists to hold off on, so I can understand why Adren would go hunting for that frag, realizing he's low. The best, maybe defense is a strong offense right now for the terrorists, and here come the CTs forcing on in. Dumas with a lovely entry. Adren couldn't see anything, but he's coming from behind. Probably should have had that kill. He will fall, and that's the first round for Property. Still, though, they trail 4-1.
Yeah, huge run from Dumas and Downey and Kaboom there on the B site. Just peeked out one at a time. Obviously, Kaboom got both kills, but Downey's a huge reason that he's able to do it. And then Dumas on that retake. If he didn't get that first kill at New Box, could have been a whole different round. Let's say he dies, Adren pushes through that smoke successfully. They're not going to expect him in pool, and then you can play around New Box for so long that we could have seen that go completely differently. So, well played there. Nice shots.
Dumas was also the man that got the first kill onto Doja, picked up the AK and closed it out with another 2. So that was a really big round for him, and it's kind of funny the way it goes. Property, that's a pretty big plus to their economy. Winning on a eco kind of force up like that adds a lot of extra money into their arsenal. Like already they're almost at a point where even if they lose this one, they could still go FAMAS's.
Yeah, they didn't even have armor, actually.
M4s, yeah. I think maybe like one of them did further down. But Dumas right here with a quick double. Kucher gets him, but, well, the trade isn't made. That's very much in favor of Property right now. Kucher, though, in a strong position, playing here from the pit, but the spray not quite there. Benji will find him.
He did do a lot of damage, though, to Benji, who's just been finished off. So 2v2 now. Bomb going to the site. Downies will be coming from Archer's side. Whoa, was that through smoke? I didn't even quite catch that, but Angel's dead regardless. Dozier has the bomb planted for him, but I feel like the CTs are probably going to guess this. It's a pretty standard position. He's down to 44, has no flashes, smokes, mollies, nothing to deter the CTs once they get onto the site. Only one defuse kit on Kaboom, but he does have a Molotov, so they just throw that Molotov into the apps. That could be all she wrote for the terrorists here. Plus, he's playing this one slow.
Oh, he threw in a pit.
Yeah. Oh, he's got the perfect angle as well. If he just peeks, he's got this in the back, but he misses the first spray in the second as well. And Property almost took no damage as well. That was pretty interesting. 2-4 anyway.
No, yeah, Adren lives for those moments, or sorry, Doja lives for those moments, and just completely blew it there. He definitely wins that round 9 times out of 10, especially considering that Molly wasn't thrown at him. So they had the bad read. I mean, they took so much time, which I liked, but they didn't clear pit properly, and so just assumed that he was sitting back there. And I don't know. They didn't throw that Molly in apps, and I think that handed the run to Dosia, and he just lost it. But he's not gonna be happy about that at all.
Yeah, I was fully
forgive himself for that.
I was fully expecting a double spray down, like how Cobble was closed down, and I think it was either Angel or Adren who had that over in that AB connector, but doesn't hit him. And I mean, stuff's not very wall bangable in this game. It felt like he was on target, but maybe through that balcony there. So Adren though, ready to keep on fighting. Oh my gosh, we're getting the kills, but it's all from Property's perspective, and they're getting blown to bits. Just Downey and Kaboom up, and already they're saving.
I can't tell what's weaker right now, A or B. That was a really nice call to take Arch there, as they've exploited Benji in that position before, and if they knew that he was going to go into kind of a passive setup, really put a lot of pressure on him. And they even had Kutcher and Hall just waiting for the player to peek, and they knew exactly what was going to happen. No one even has a chance to save. They took A site so fast that there's not even a spot on the map that they could save. That wouldn't be a surprise.
HellRaisers weren't quite able to get to that up. I'm not sure even if they necessarily want it, because the AKs have just been on point right now. And Launders said something I think is very accurate, but also worrying for Property. I can't figure out if A or B is weaker. That's never a position you want to be in from a CT side, where like both sides are very easily being aggressed on.
Yeah, it's certainly not the question you want to ask yourself as a CT. Or I guess you don't want the terrorist asking about you. As Berg, no armor and a FAMAS? Like, surely you just go armor 5-7, right?
Or Mag 7, or something. Like, that's not going to do any good.
As we've pointed it out, and we are correct to do so, he'll probably get an ace. That's how these things work. So we've actually set up Property to win the round. Let's see. Dumas is burning alive. Knight. All right, he finds one. Mag 7 probably would have had the one kill as well, but also would have been $900, and he would have spent less money. But, take it as you want. 4-on-4, though.
Yeah, credit to Berg as well. Like, realizing he had the weakness of no armor does take it up close and personal, where aim punch is going to be less relevant. It's going to be less of an issue. But still, yeah, I completely agree. Like, the Mag 7 would still have performed just as well, if not better, a couple feet away from an enemy anyway. So,
way
bit of a
more
head
money,
scratching
too.
moment. Exactly, yeah, you do get more economy as well. You can build that up. Angel's coming in. There's the pop flash, but they don't follow in with the pop flash. So it's a flash and a Molotov with 30 seconds. maybe not necessarily wasting them, but a bit of a strange decision.
Oh, I agree. They're in a 2-2 setup. They could have pushed for information, got that kill, gone to a 3-1-1 or 3-1, excuse me.
So Dumas up here in a good spot. He has shot. They know he's in here. Is there a Molotov this time? No, there's a smoke. So Mo could just smoke up on that banister, but decides instead to block off that Moto area. Dumas gets Angel and property. You know, they're looking pretty good on this retake. They don't have any kits, though, so they will have to keep that pace going pretty quick. Kucher's in a good spot. And Mo's actually taken
Retake
out.
God.
Mo's got such a positional advantage there from Pit, but Dumas, man, those are some nice 2 headshots and a 4K on the round. He's been really big for property in the rounds they've won.
Yeah, this is just a retake god. I feel like he's getting every kill on the retake every time. And yeah, every single win so far for property has been a retake, which is worrying. But I mean, ultimately, can kind of put them on their feet to a point where they can start to think about how to do better early on in the round. Now, that was a round where Berg ended up buying the FAMAS no armor, so you know, a kill for kill there made it a little bit precarious. But ultimately, yeah, that when Adrian came up to B and they had him full flashed, I think should have definitely taken that peek because you don't want to ever play 2B if you don't have to.
You can see here that there is a quick trade between HellRaisers and property as well. Downey gets 2 frags, but both B players have been neutralized for now. Benji smartly just throwing across that Molotov. It will be extinguished, though, I think. No, not quite. The HellRaisers still push through regardless. Dumas thinking about pushing through the smoke. There's another one to just fend off the garden push from Benji. Dumas has landed the headshot again. He's been on fire, 12 and 7. The other player with 12 is still alive and kicking. That is Kutcher. Bomb's been planted. Kutcher's down to 10 HP at the back of the site. But there is enough utility to force off the CTs just for a few more seconds. The Trent goes looking and he gets picked off, and that's all on Kutcher in a 1v2. Surely not. And he does get picked off from Benji. And there's a point as well that Launders raised, which I think was really telling as well of property as a whole. Like, their 3 rounds, now their 4th round, comes off the back of retakes. And again, we said this before, Joey, typically their stronger side is T. They're better at aggressing onto sites than they are defending them.
I like at on B. I mean, they went for that quick push. Yeah, they ended up trading 2 for 2, which isn't always that great. It ended up being okay, but I don't think like they made a huge misstep there. Like, they did try to fall off, and Downey ended up getting 2 kills for his troubles, which is probably worth it in some ways. But yeah, either way, that's kind of a one-off round. Like, they're not going to push banana every single round, and so they've got to know how to win a round passively, slowly, by just like getting the man advantage and holding it, because that's what we haven't seen from them, and that's got to be worrying for themselves as well, right? So it's like a more sustainable way to play a round out.
Oh, wow. Dumas definitely should have had a kill. Should have left this as a 5-on-3 instead. It's a bit closer as he has fallen. Berg, though, stepping up, finds Angel. Mo on the other side of things gets Benji, and look at kaboom from that column backside of Arch. He finds Mo, a 2-on-1. Doja coming over again. We've already said these are the moments that he kind of lives for. Let's see if he can clutch his way out of this one from the backside of the pit.
Yeah, and he will be desperate to make amends for that previous 1v2 that I'm sure he would have been hoping he could have picked up. He's still got a Molotov, so that could be just tossed onto the site. There is 2 smokes, though, can be extinguished. There is the first one. Dozier doesn't get the kill onto Downey, who jumps up. That will get diffused, as both players have kits. And 5-5 will be the scoreline. But again, no huge surprises. It's off the back of another retake.
Yeah, it was in that 2v1. And a team ace. I think there's been actually a couple of team aces that I haven't pointed out so far, but
You have failed.
yeah, I mean, it's not just my duty, okay? It's our duty.
That's true. I have also failed.
To point them out. But here we are, HellRaisers, with a really lackluster buy. Though some nades, I mean, 3 smokes, definitely enough to win a round on T side. Just the Galil is not so great. But I can see why they would favor firepower over utility.
So the way they're winning these rounds, right? It's actually really good of you that you pointed that out, Metuz. But it's also a double-edged sword. Like, yeah, you're winning rounds, and at the end, that's what really matters. But you're also, with the bomb going down, that's so much more money stimulating the terrorist economy and making it harder and harder to win each round. Like, you're never really going to break them and put them onto a save in that style if they get the bomb down every single time.
True.
Yeah, because we're seeing like the round losses starting to come in. CTs have won 5 of the last 6 rounds, but all the rounds that CTs have won, the bomb's been planted. So as you say, the economy builds up even though they're losing. that's why they have been afforded these Galils. Like, if they only got, say, 1 or 2 bomb plants, these Galils would not be able to be picked up. So far it hasn't been good enough for the terrorists as the camera pans across to see the destruction that falls on the CTs. The bomb again is going to get planted. Once again, though, you would fancy Property to be able to pull in together and clutch this one out, but they need to wait for one another. There's no point going in for 1v2 trades. Push in as a 3v2.
Well, here they are. This is where Property love to be, aggressing onto the sites here. It looks like Incendiary was pulled out here from Benji to toss back. One will go to Newbox, one will go to Darkspart. That's exactly where these two Terrace players were. That couldn't have been any more perfect. And Dumas once again with the big 3K. This guy, 16 and 8 right now, man. He's filling the shoes of Zester TK from our amateur match earlier, that's for sure.
He dropped to 40.
He dropped a 40 bomb.
Yeah, 40 live on stream. Nearest person I've seen was on like 15 or something.
Yeah,
was he the one who requested the cast?
No.
Okay.
That was the player who only used a P90.
Was he on the same team?
Yeah, he was on the other team.
Oh. Well, they're another fantastic retake. I mean, that was beautiful. 2 Molotovs. I mean, in the 2 best spots for someone to be in an after plant. Just completely flush them out. I mean, HellRaisers is probably assuming, okay, one of us might die, but the other one's still in a great spot. No, both of you are now suddenly in the worst positions on the site. And oh, there is an entry. Oh, double for Angel. That was easy for Angel. Jeez, just through the smoke. Just knew exactly how he'd peek that.
Oh, and a third as well. Entry City for Angel. Now, I was going to say a brief respite, maybe for the CTs, as the bomb was still at the bottom of Banana, so it was going to be a little while before it's planted, but it simply doesn't matter if Angel is just connecting headshots all day, every day, and probably with their economy, are thinking, okay, let's just save these 2 M4s, well, not 2 M4s, 2 assault rifles. No point throwing them away. Angel gets the upper hand on Damas, and it's all on Berg now with 5 HP. Like, this is absolutely brutal. Angel's actually on for the ace.
Ace. Aww.
Does ya?
Doja would.
If we had to pick a catchphrase for Angel on this round, I think it would be retake this. Because that's 6 retakes in the last 8 rounds for Property, and all HellRaisers have broken it here on the 8th.
Just beautiful, though. Like, he took that second fight completely in the smoke, just knew that angle off like the back of his hand, and spray right in front of Forced Oranges as his teammate went to peek the trade. And Property just read like a book there. Just easy for Angel. And yeah, that first shot was really nice, though. Opened up the site. Can't really fault Property in that situation. It's hard.
Oh yeah, getting absolutely destroyed through smoke. I mean, again though, I completely echoing what you said. Angel, great game sense to like instinctively know there's a high chance this guy's pushing. There's no reason for me not to just tap across a few times. There you go, boom, second kill, bomb site completely open, easy peasy. And now Property can see like almost a desperation. Force buy, pretty awful. They've got an AWP, but they've also got 2 pistols.
Yeah, so 5-on-5 situation. Also, the score tied up at 6-6. I mean, maybe based on the first map, you're expecting HellRaisers to do a bit better, but already on the T side of Inferno, they've got, more than enough. You probably want 5, 6 is good. Anything more than that is exceptional. But this pop flash here from Dumas blinds himself a little bit, but he does find 1 for 1. Now Berg on the other side playing up here behind the taxi. He will go down. 3-on-3. Property aren't gearing up for the retake, but they are out-armed here by the terrorists with those AKs.
Little trade coming through. Benji can't connect the first shot or the second. It's all down to Downey. He's got the 5-7. Does put it to good use. But only 40 HP remaining. And it's an AK playing 5-7. And also Kutcher has himself a smoke and a molly. So smoke goes to force off from CT spawn. And Downey pushing through this. Did make a bit of noise. Gets a couple tags across to Kutcher. This is still doable from Downey, but he has to land the next couple of shots. And it's not going to happen. HellRaisers take the lead once more.
It's a little bit over aggressive there on Banana. Like Downey decided to jump through a smoke and take a fight like 1-for-1 on Banana with absolutely no information. Just when he could have been patient. I don't know why they felt the need to do that. Maybe it was because they had a pistol over at A site, so they wanted to make that kind of play over a B like that we thought they should make when Adrian was there lurking and they flashed through, but it didn't pay off. And yeah, I guess it could be warranted if they felt like they were just too weak at A.
So Mac-10 up for Angel. You're looking at this man to pick up a whole lot of kills, but already Dumas and Benji with just a USP gets one. Now Mo bringing it back. Angel did find a $600 kill with the Mac-10 he buys in response to the full eco of property. Berg with the USP can't find Mo, and the flick shot to the head is there. Beautifully done. Downey with 4 HP. Benji on full. It's a 2-on-3. They've got nothing to live for, so the CTs, they will be going for this. Downey, though, in a... one of those spots that people really just love, right? When you get killed from there, you're like, I'm happy with my life. An Angel, sweet justice for everybody. He kills him.
Detecting a slight bit of sarcasm, Joey.
Just a
tiny
bit.
Just a tad.
Oh, Benji scurrying off. He'll be looking for an exit here.
So yeah, best half they can look for is 8-7, not in their favor on CT side. So even though they've had some really valiant rounds where they've been able to retake 2v2, 3v3, what seems like seamlessly, apart from maybe a couple of errors on the part of HellRaisers, they've still only got like a negative half going for them, and that's not a great sign. Going in the second half, do you have good things to say about Property's T side?
Yeah, typically the T side definitely does seem stronger, but then again, I think we have to take into context this is Inferno. Like their T side of Cash is strong, but Cash is a much more balanced map than Inferno is in that sense. So I don't hold out. If this goes 9-6, I don't think they've got a strong enough T side to bring this back and win. As pessimistic as that sounds.
You sound like a dick, dude.
I know, right?
Yeah,
Sorry,
sometimes the truth hurts, all right? That's a
it does.
word from...
What do you reckon, Joey?
Word of the wise.
Property? Can they bring it back?
I wouldn't think so. I mean, 6 rounds on the CT side is generally not good enough, but who is to say? HellRaisers just found possibly 9, more than likely now 9, since Kucher gets the opening pick. It's not impossible for teams to get 9 rounds, but the way we've seen HellRaisers playing and already favored in the match as a 2-0, mainly from us as analysts and also looking at CSGO Lounge odds, it was 76% for the HellRaisers, only 24% for Property, so... I think they'll maybe make a bit of a comeback like they started to do on Cobble, but no, I don't think Property will win this match at this point, going into halftime.
Here's the 3-1 that they should be doing. Benji is super hurt, and now, actually cheating over towards B, they've got a feeling, it seems. Knight gets his kill. I think that they might just leave A at this point, because I know Dosia is usually the person who lurks, though. He's done it so much, sometimes he forfeits this role completely. And it looks like the shift over towards A is going to be the right move.
Oh! Berg's timing was so unlucky.
Wow.
Mo also comes in with a frag, but if he just spent like an extra second looking up into apps, he probably would have got the first frag there. May not have changed anything because he was about to get swarmed from terrorists, but still. 2 players left. We've seen crazy retakes, 2v4, and the king of retakes, Damas, is dead. He's 6 foot under. He has been silenced momentarily. Kutcher puts down Kaboom, and it's all on Downey, the stand-in for Property. He's been spotted, he's been tagged. His days are numbered, and it will be 9-6 at half-time now to HellRaisers.
Yeah, I don't know what information they had to rotate over towards B, but I thought they just had a good read or something because the bomb was actually staged up there, and then they seemed to just fall back. I don't know if B players threw nades or anything like that, but it ended up working out beautifully for them. HellRaisers ended up going back to A, and yeah, as you mentioned, that timing. I think he might have spotted someone pushing through a smoke at boiler, and then like peeked the right side, and then like shifted back to the left as Dosia peeked. So maybe well orchestrated from HellRaisers, though I'm not sure entirely.
Yeah, I'm drawing real quick because I promised.
Do we get to see it? How do you draw when...
Bring up the map, I guess.
But isn't Cameron controlling...
Well, I'm streaming, right? So it's my perspective that's captured.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm better than everybody else. This is a pretty damn good drawing. I'm just gonna go ahead and say
so
it.
far, it looks like... It looks like a Bell, like Taco Bell. Now it looks like the hot sauce from Taco Bell.
Making me hungry.
Like a packet. Now it looks like a top hat. Now it's a teacup.
Ah, there you go.
And
there's a pistol round going on.
Coffee's good.
It's one of the viewers. He was the one talking about your videos, Launders. He's a big fan of you. So there you go. You've got fans. I wish I could be as famous.
What does that feel like?
I don't know. Downey is going to bring down Mo. It's into a 4-on-4. Berg is also falling on the other side of things for Property. Kucher, can he bring down Kaboom? He does. It's not the cleanest of kills. That's actually Doja who will support there, helping out as he had pushed down at the top of alternate. So being a bit aggressive there as a CT. Now property into the site, but they are a man down. Now it'll even up until Doja finds Benji now into the 2-on-1. Bomb down at the top. Dumas, can he do this? He's been really big this game. Who reloads? He just picks up another USP. That's not enough though. He'll get double peeked.
Oh, rough stuff. Hey, if property win that pistol, I think my hopes are high. They actually come away with at least 12 rounds. But now I'm not so sure. Let's make some pride, boys.
Oh, we're doing it right now.
That's what we do. We wait till the pistol after the second half. That's the only good time to make a pred.
Go on, Joe, what do you reckon?
So I think right now, property get. I'm gonna go ahead and say. I'm gonna go ahead and say 11 rounds.
For property?
Okay.
For property.
Or for HellRaisers?
HellRaisers gonna win.
Okay. 11
What do you
rounds,
reckon?
huh? I'm gonna go. Oh, that dink maybe changed my prediction right now.
He's stalling.
I'm gonna go 16.
You're gonna stall, dude.
I'm gonna go 16 to 7.
Wow, okay. I'm going to go with 16-9. But here we go. HellRaisers have got themselves a couple frags, but here comes Benji and Kaboom as well with the Deagle and Tech9 respectively.
I've lost.
And that is the sound of Joey's prediction going wrong. He did, however, get the first prediction right, in fairness.
It just goes to show you beginner's luck.
It just goes to show you that casters and analysts, when they make predictions, have no idea what they're talking about.
But we'll see about that. My prediction is still very bold.
Like, my prediction was so bad. Like, the way that...
He got dinked, and then you just...
No. Even in the first game, it was bad, because the way the economy worked out means they would have had to have won on, like, a force buy or a broken buy. So, like, it was even 69 was pretty ballsy for a cobble. But, hey, I'm not wrong yet, all right? Let's see what HellRaisers has got with their probably full eco round. With a FAMAS.
Yeah, they've got a FAMAS. They've got... I say FAMAS and Karambit.
I say Karambit as well.
Yeah, okay, cool.
We've got that Canadian-English link.
There we
going,
go.
Right?
I don't like that. Ooh, I don't like that word.
Karambit?
What do you say?
Karambit? Just wrangle them?
Karambit.
Karambit?
Ma'am, please step out of the vehicle.
I'm going to need to acquisition those chicken biscuits. Should we cast the rest of the match like this, or probably not?
I mean, we're just casting through the destruction of your prediction right now.
Yeah, you definitely are. I don't even want a part of it. It's all you Metuz.
Well, man, if Joey's going to be right, they're probably going to have to push B, because that's where the stack is from HellRaisers, and it looks like, although the bomb is dropped in ramp, so this could very well give the red light to Team Property, who are like, okay, screw this.
Nah, Berg, push. Go.
Berg's
Push in.
it.
Make sure
Not
it's
even
clear.
biased, though.
Who's in A? Ah.
Legend.
Mo is in A with the P250. It looks like he's playing the single box from the minimap. But they're bringing it back to B. Doja needs to rotate over, man. If they don't smoke, Doja's got a FAMAS. They could... You only have one smoke on Berg.
Relax.
Angels tapping across from the coils, but they're going to have crossfire down if they keep pushing. Adrenis there in the corner, but they both get wrecked off the P90.
Salt.
Your favorite PJ Salt.
Well,
What do you reckon to play here from HellRaisers? Just save? Just pull back with the weapons you already have?
yeah, I feel like Doja probably just saves again, right? You don't really mind taking a FAMAS into your next rifle round.
Yeah, not the worst, but not the best. What a spot, though. Oh, almost gets away with it.
4K with the P90.
Yeah.
The salt is real.
Who's next on the chopping block?
Me, I think I said 9.
Yeah, dude, look at this. Look at this.
All right.
Easy for property.
Well, as
11, that
as
is.
stupid CS:GO better is saying, all our matches go 1-1 in Pro League. It looks like our in-house casting predictions might go 1-1 as well.
Whoa,
Stupid CSGO better says 16-10 for property.
Yeah, we'll see who's stupid, mate.
what, for property? So he reckons they're going to win the next 8 rounds in a row then?
Yes.
That is ballsy. HellRaisers are on eco, however. Some upgraded pistols. Only one player on B. This time maybe stacking towards the A side, although 2 players on Archers could easily float back onto B if needs be. That Pro 90 is still in play, though. How do you feel about that, Joey? Are you still a bit salty?
Well, I feel a lot better about it in this match than the CEVO amateur match we cast when we kept getting P90s and rifle rounds.
You still triggered, mate?
Yes, as they do really have a place. You know, we talked about them. You buy them against these pistols, you're anti-ecos, you survive, you can play kind of a off-angle spot, a cheeky spot, I guess, to abuse that term, in a rifle round, and the P90 is really not too bad. I mean, it is really expensive. It's more money than the FAMAS, so it better be pretty good.
Last round, Berg got a pick before they went B. I wonder if that's going to be the case again. If they don't get the pick, do they go A? I wonder what their logic is. They rock back and forth. They got 20 seconds, though. It looks like a B hit here.
They pretty much have to at this
Yeah.
point.
They already have the time to rotate back around again. It's just Kutcher that's on B. Downey also, who was lurking for a while in mid, does get himself a frag as well. Angel from Library could try and get a frag and just save the weapon. But Angel a bit too fast on the trigger. And here comes a second player, and there we go. AK-47 picked up for the CTs. And instantly the terrorists just like chasing them straight down. They want to reclaim that weapon. Dozzy does pick himself up a frag. In familiar territory, I think it was him that tried to save the FAMAS a couple rounds previously, and he's got another 1v3 to fend off against. And are his days numbered? Yes, they are. There's Berg with the headshot. And now 9-10, so property. I mean, they're looking pretty good all of a sudden.
Yeah, in 9-10, but it's HellRaisers who kind of, after losing that round, have put together a buy. HellRaisers winning the pistol and then getting eco'd, suffered from that, like, bought up, but then have saved the next 2 rounds. So here is really like their first big buy versus first big buy, and will be the biggest test for property. Big buy.
I would never said that before.
I don't really get it, to be honest.
Oh, you know, like the big boy thing?
Yeah.
Maybe it's a Dota thing, because we actually
I
have
get it,
Asia
yeah.
teams. I don't know. It's actually offensive. I shouldn't even be saying it, but...
Yeah.
I'm just sat here
Not to
laughing
get
in the
it,
background,
but
not trying to get involved.
as like, does he mean something else? That's like,
I don't know. I'll probably be fired after this. Have a good future, you two.
heart attack reference.
Hashtag worth, definitely.
So Downey trying to work his way out of Boiler. They have taken the
Don't
apartments.
say Downey, dude.
Troll.
That's not.
Oh, I forgot. I don't work for ESEA.
Oh,
There are shots going all over the place right now.
I hate to see it.
Dojo behind the truck. Ooh, it is
Whoa,
kind of caught
Moswheel.
jumping there. Yeah,
It's a Zowie.
it's a Zowie. And they're going to take it back off the top of mid, pull that bomb down, and start heading towards B, where Dumas might be the point man.
Well, it's looking like, again, they're just running with this kind of similar tactic of Downey hiding in mid, looking for the rotations through arches. This time, though, he's moving onto short. Well, the rest of the team waiting in that smoke. So they really are biding their time, waiting to push on in. 20 seconds to go. You can see that HellRaisers are lining up the flashbangs and the smokes. Here we go. Flashbang right in. Completely blinds out Benji, who I think was the first player in. And the crossfire is absolutely perfect from HellRaisers. They will be claiming this round, and comfortably so. Properties 3 rounds in a row has been broken.
Ooh.
I think Danny will be able to save the AK, though.
This is your scoreline. HellRaisers closing it out.
I don't know, man.
Properties lost that momentum.
I've got a feeling now that Launders is probably going to be right.
Yeah, I mean,
Me
like,
too, I don't like it.
40% of the time, I'm always right. So,
I love that.
Hey, it's better than my math. I had the percentages on our CS:GO Lounge odds adding to 110% last night. So, what can I say about it?
oh, that's you.
It wasn't me. I wasn't the one that got the Reddit post. I just did it after that fact.
Gotcha.
Even better, really. So it is 9 to property, 11 to HellRaisers. Kucher, he will peek down aggressively and even things up. He finds Dumas, so 4-on-4 right now on property. Well, actually, in the driving seat of the round, since they do have a lot of time to work with.
But that was really, really dangerous behold there from HellRaisers. I mean, that was just like super sick. They had 2 players in the site. Angel set up for the proper pop flash. Kutcher just behind the fountain. I mean, they really showed no holes in their defense there. And that was like something that we didn't see from property at all on their CT side. Just a simple passive setup that allowed them to win a round. And most of the time they were executing into 1 player, but now it looks like Moo is going to be playing the position of Benji, who knows how to take a face off from that angle.
Oh, that grenade does so much damage, and Dozzy gets 2 back. Both players are so low as well. And this looked like it would be going the way of the Swedes, but now surely the favor is in the form of HellRaisers. How did Dozzy not
Is
get that
Doja
kill?
shooting blanks? Like, he
looks
will
like
burn
it.
alive before finding the second one.
This should be it. Yeah, there we go. 12-9.
Does Spangly need to check out the server registry? Hello?
64 tick. Hello.
Dumas 22-7. Who's meeting him right now? I think the biggest problem is that Kutcher and Angel are both in beast mode. Though Dumas ended up getting a lot of kills on CT side. Though to counter though that they were all on retakes, which is way more impressive. Or like more on retakes. And here we have property off to a broken buy or a half buy. Looks like the even up. Kaboom evening up though. Makes it a 4-on-4 advantage property. Oh, bad flash.
All right, so Kucher at the top of Banana. He'll bring down Berg. All 3 of these kills really coming from Banana, right? Angel, I think, struck first. Then was traded out by Kaboom. But HellRaisers maintaining that man advantage. It is now 4-on-3. That rotation is being made by Adrian over to the B site. That's maybe who you want to avoid. Oh, sorry, it's Adrian at the bottom. It was Angel, the other A with 22, and Kucher with 23 frags. And Kucher is also in B, so it might be wise to actually try to avoid that. Go towards A, because in the setups where you have 2 on B, 2 on A as a CT, I think it is a lot easier to group up as a terrorist and just deathball that A site.
Well, especially considering that you have like such little utility to use as well to burst onto the sites in the first place. It's both on Benji, Flash, and Molotov. And he's also the player that has no Kevlar. So is he going to start to push in? There is Downey. He's getting tagged in the meanwhile. Once again, in a very similar position. Kutcher holds down the trigger. He's been consistently HellRaisers' best player today as he moves on to 25 frags. And there is Mo to shut down Downey. 19. Wait, no, not 19. That's 9 minutes. I can count, honestly.
So now your prediction's
problem
taking us
today.
to OT?
I've had an issue today with counting, haven't I? It's been a bit of a bad day. 9:13.
Did he say 19?
I did. I'm a bit special like that.
I was about to make a really, really terrible joke.
Oh, I was hoping for
I can't even.
really great analysis.
I think I know where you're going to go with it as well.
Yeah, don't make that joke. I don't want to have to fire you.
What joke? are you
Yeah,
talking
I don't know
about?
what joke that would even be. 9-13 right now. As Mo will take some early damage here, but stays alive. Berg once again trying to spray through that smoke. And Adrian is just going to move in kind of right behind it up to this first bracket. And, well, was actually on point with that angle. I think Berg just a little bit behind that wall over towards bench. You need 2 more rounds, Launders. Can
No, I
property
need
give it
one.
to you? Oh, you said 10? I thought you said 11.
I said 10, right?
No, you said 11.
You said 11.
Look at him changing.
Look at him trying to get out of this.
It's one of the viewers that said 10.
Easy 11.
They see Angel over the smoke, so they shoot out the support. That's Mo going down, and, you know, Berg just casually flashing himself. So probably better that he did. That'll save him from pushing through the smoke to death, but as it dissipates, Angel sees him first. Keep HellRaisers 4-on-3.
A pretty big mistake, really. You know, flashing yourself in that position just keeps you in there, and an easy frag for HellRaisers in the end, and that just stops a potential push onto the site in its tracks. If they have 3 players, they'd probably aggressively go into arches, potentially even get around the back of CT. As it stands, though, 23 seconds. The bomb is on the side of A, and 2 players in pit. It's going to be very difficult for property to flush out because they have no Molotovs. Kaboom has the grenade and flashbang. Dozzy's there as well, and he's about to get spotted. He gets took out, and there's the bomb down as well. So that's the end of the round. The end of the dreams for property, 14-9, and wow.
Pretty sure I said 10.
Chat.
Did he say 10?
I'm pretty sure he said 11. We'll have to chat. Hit us up.
I see. I thought he said 11, and then a guy in chat said 10.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
he
right.
said 16-10 for property, though.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Yeah.
he's wrong. Good job. Tech 9's coming out here. Maybe honestly the Tech
So
9.
that was just like, first of all, really textbook way of playing a 2-2. Like two in pit and then 2 at B. Like 2 in pit is like impossible if you're gonna walk up slowly in A to take it. And oh man, they're going all in here.
The Molotov comes in, but maybe it's just a tad too late. Downey around the corner will find Angel. Oh, kind of pushing through the fire. Didn't, I guess, have much of a choice. He tries to look for some more. Still, HellRaisers left in a very good position with this 4-on-2. He said 11. Chat's got you. Sorry.
Get wrecked. Yeah, absolutely wrecked.
Doesn't matter. Metuz is probably right anyways.
Ah, feels good. I have to be right sometime in my life.
No, look, 10. See?
They're just the Launders fanboys. They don't count.
That's literally Launders.
Whatever. I had a bad memory. I would have said 10 if I had a better memory.
Well, let's see if you'll even get that, because this could be the round for the HellRaisers to close it out. 16-9, which was also the score in the first map. I think Illuminati are maybe involved here.
Halfway through confirmed?
Maybe.
Luminosity.
Luminosity. The Brazilians had something to do with this one.
Oh.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
We know what that means.
I mean,
To spoil for you guys watching.
I hate having to act like I don't know what that means all the time. So look at this, HellRaisers. Can they make the 3-on-4 now 3-on-3 comeback in this round?
Just bursting your champagne out. Feeling pretty good right now. There's Dazia with the frag. And let's see if HellRaisers can hold on. It's looking likely. Downey, that last player, has 18 frags. Nice shot, in all honesty, but he gets traded out. 16-9, and HellRaisers will pick up the 2-0 and get themselves 2 points.
And that's pretty big.
32 kills. Whoa, 32 kills in 22 rounds.